All right, so ladies and gentlemen, champions of the world, Oya Opapapa, our gaffer, Rosenior, has dropped updates ahead of that game that is coming up tomorrow. Chelsea taking on Pafos at the Stamford Bridge UEFA Champions League clash. It is going to be an incredible one. Chelsea fans, tap the like button for me while we begin to dissect everything precept upon precept. First of all, team news. They asked Baba how far with all your players will be say they're sick. Tell us how far about them. And Baba said Esteval, Gittins, Gusto, they are all back to training as of this morning, even though they are not yet 100% right now, but at least they are now back to training. Yesterday, Enzo Fernandez missed training, but today he has attended training. Tomorrow, we cannot say if he's going to be available, but we will have to still assess him because the last time we played against Brentford, he played that game. Despite the fact that it was his birthday, he played that game that very day with sickness, you see, and it was still incredible. Anyway, moving on. Tosin Adebayo has sustained something that looked like hamstring injury and is expected to be out for the next few weeks. Anyway, that is that about injury update. Moving on, they asked Baba about Jeremy Jacquet, wey be say he's now the top target for Chelsea Football Club, and Rosenior said he's an incredible player, but right now he have nothing to say about him because he's not yet his player. Anyway, moving on, they asked Baba about Axel Disasi, that we see Axel Disasi in training. Talk us through. Is he back with the squad? Is he now, should we be expecting him anytime soon? And Baba said, well, when he came in then, he told the players that this is a clean plate for everybody. And the percentage where the clean plate day for players who say that they on ground right now is also the percentage where they for Axel Disasi. Also, he said right now they are working on his fitness so that the guy can gain match fitness and very soon is going to be back. Baba did not say anything about transfer, but anyway, let's see how the matter will be. Moving on, they asked Baba say, okay, now we say Axel Disasi is now back to training with the boys. How far with Raheem Sterling? And Baba said, you see, when it comes to Raheem Sterling, that one a different case entirely because Raheem Sterling is now working on something, moving on in his career, and now something we say, if we talk right now, but every one of us are going to see it in the next few weeks. Let's hope say Baba won't announce retirement. Moving on right now, they ask Baba say how far. Liam Delap is now playing with you, and this is a player that you know him very well. He has played for you before, and how excited are you that he's now playing at Chelsea Football Club, and what level of progress has the guy ascertained? And Baba said, look, I'm very, very delighted and happy that Liam Delap is playing at this club. When he was at Ipswich then, despite the fact say him dey Strasbourg, then he said he was keeping a close watch on Liam Delap. But right now, he is not surprised that the guy is now playing at Chelsea Football Club because he has walked the walk in time past. And Liam Delap himself knows him that him is going to push him to always do better so that he can achieve more at Chelsea Football Club. Anyway, moving on. They can ask Baba say, come, Enzo Fernandez, how far? Tell us about him. In the last few days, rumors don't come outside about Enzo Fernandez getting linked to PSG. How far? Talk us through. This guy really the plan say he won't come out for this club too. And Baba said, look, Enzo Fernandez is a world-class player. And when you have a player in the caliber of Enzo Fernandez, all this kind of rumor, they are uncontrollable. It will definitely happen. But as far as he's concerned, Enzo Fernandez is here with the club and he's very satisfied with him. He said he was even surprised that he could play the last game he played on Saturday because he was sick, despite the fact that it was his birthday. Anyway, that's that about that. Moving on right now, they can ask him, say, come, how much of advantage is it going to be for your Chelsea Football Club to avoid playoff? That Champions League playoff after the top 8. And Baba said, look, it is going to be a very, very big advantage for us. So we also don't want to go and play that playoff. But I've told my players that we have to take it game by game. Right now, our focus is on that Pafos game that is coming up tomorrow. We have to start from there. And then the next one that is coming after that, we will know how to cross the line. Anyway, that is that about that. Moving on right now, they call ask Baba, say, how far? David Luiz. Now, player will be say, him na legend for this club. But, he's going to be facing Chelsea tomorrow. How far? Wait till you get to talk about David Luiz playing against his old club. And Baba said, look, David Luiz is an incredible baller. He has played so much. He has achieved so much in his career and also achieved so much in this club. The fans know him very well. And he himself knows this ground. He said, but, when we were analyzing the game, the last game they played, unfortunately, he could not finish the game. He left the game due to, one or two injury, and we don't know if he's going to be available. But he himself is very sure that David Luiz will like to play that game that is coming up tomorrow. And, we'll see how the matter will be by then. Anyway, moving on. They can ask him, say, Enzo Fernandez, let us talk about him again. What is his best position? Because a lot of coach don't come this Chelsea, they don't go. A lot of people just they play in different positions. Enzo Maresca play him 10, play him 8, play him 6. There is no position where they no play and finish. To you, what is Enzo Fernandez's best position? And Liam Rosenior said, look, Enzo Fernandez is a very, very versatile player that can cover many ground. He can even score goals. But as I did right now, I don't fit tell you, say, now this particular position, now Enzo Fernandez they play. Because I don't like to limit my players on one position. I can play him in any different position, of which I know that he's a world-class player. He will perform well anywhere you put him. Let us move on. Then as Baba say, the both time we be say Chelsea don't win the UEFA Champions League. Now managers we be say that they employ in the midway of the season, just like they employ you this time around. Are you kind of thinking of, probably luck will work out for your side and you might, get it done? And Baba said, of course, it is achievable. He said when he came into this club, he told his players that they can achieve anything at this football club. But right now, they are not yet looking at the end of the UEFA Champions League. Of course, it is going to be, incredible for them to win it, and they can even achieve it. But right now, they are just focused on taking it game after game after game. Anyway, on the final note, they call us Baba say, Mamadou Sarr won the African Cup of Nations on Sunday. And na player will be say you sabi well. And na Chelsea player too, where they on loan for Strasbourg. How far? What do you tell us about that guy? Na future player for this club. And Baba said, well, massive congratulations to Mamadou Sarr. He said he watched the game on Sunday. That was a very crazy game. But for now, he's not going to comment on Mamadou Sarr simply because he's not his player. He's playing over there at Strasbourg. He's doing incredibly well. He's a future talent, but he cannot comment on him. Ladies and gentlemen, beloved Chelsea fans, these are the words of Enzo. See me, I want to say Enzo Maresca. These are the words of Liam Rosenior during his press conference. Let me know what you guys think. David Luiz, you better be fit for that game where they come up tomorrow. I need you on the pitch. I'm going to see you now later.